to the children, I try my hardest not to speak on them because I feel bad for them. I do. They all had parents, and parents made choices. Were included in daddy's fun time. Like who's stripping down naked in front of their kid and just banging out a couple whores with their kid there?
This thing ice cold right there. Orange slices, that's how we do our shots. Yeah. Woo! Everybody, you know? Sometimes you have to say everybody.
Respect you enough to listen to this. What
you talking about? After nigga, when they found Twist 12 hours, niggas was gonna blow his brains out.
That's Twist, bro.
Esme, do you understand it? This a vid? No.
Bro, this is archive. Nobody, this ain't
I'm
going
just
out.
saying, like,
That's cool.
It's a call, bro.
That's cool. Nigga said niggas don't respect your call, my nigga.
Okay.
You
Bro,
not just pulling niggas call. Niggas said you not from the block, my.
How are you? It's TMZ here, sorry. Well, you look great nonetheless. It's good to see you.
Misa Hylton is facing intense backlash online after Jaguar accused her of prioritizing her own freedom over protecting her son, Justin Combs. The criticism comes as Misa has been publicly expressing pain over Justin being mistreated and judged by the public. Many people, however, are questioning why that concern didn't come earlier, especially given claims that she allowed Diddy unrestricted access to their son during his formative years. Justin is now reportedly named in multiple sexual assault-related civil lawsuits, and the accusations circulating online are disturbingly similar to those that have long surrounded his father. While none of these claims have been proven in court, the parallels alone have fueled harsh commentary, with some critics arguing that this situation reflects a cycle that was never interrupted. Online commentators have gone as far as labeling Justin Diddy Jr., a nickname meant to highlight how closely these allegations mirror those tied to Diddy. Critics argue that Misa could have changed the trajectory of Justin's life by being more present, but instead, much of his upbringing was allegedly left in Diddy's hands. Whether that assessment is fair or not, it has become a central talking point in the backlash she's now facing. For context, Diddy reportedly began pursuing Misa when she was just 17 years old. At the time, he was working as an A&R at Uptown Records, while Misa was building a name for herself as a stylist in the industry. After becoming pregnant, her career slowed as Diddy's continued to rise. The two separated shortly after Justin's birth, with Misa later saying she wanted to raise their son within a committed relationship. Diddy, however, was allegedly uninterested in settling down, focused instead on fame, money, and a fast-paced lifestyle.
Young youth. You know, we were very young. Our lives changed just like that, really quickly. And, you know, he wanted to experience life in a different way. He's a young guy. He's popping. You know, he's becoming famous and rich, you know, really quickly. And, you know, he wasn't ready to, like, settle down and get married, you know? And I think that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
I think any woman would want that, especially after having a child, and we were so close and everything. So I think it was just like the lifestyle.
But it wasn't just cheating or a lack of commitment that allegedly pushed her away. There have also been long-standing claims that Diddy was physically abusive toward Misa. Many people were unaware of these allegations until 50 Cent highlighted them in his recent Netflix documentary centered on Diddy and his past.
Jealousy? It got to the point where he would put his hands on her right outside of Uptown Records. They're fighting in the street, and he's beating her into the car well. She's on the ground, and people are pulling him off of her and separating her. A year or two later, they're still together, and just...
On top of that, Misa's ex-boyfriend Eric Sermon claimed Diddy intentionally befriended him solely to pursue Misa.
I thought it was a genuine friendship until I see that this game is being played. You got an agenda. Misa, he was trying to court her after we broke up.
Sean wants her because Eric was that dude. It was about, I got her, I won her over from him.
He had to have the girl. And Sean has a way about when he gets you, he got you. He got you. And now you become property.
Me and Misa was just friends, but he wanted to make sure that there was no...
Looking back, many people feel the warning signs were always there. When CNN released CCTV footage showing Diddy physically assaulting Cassie, Misa Hylton's response stood out. Without naming herself directly, she strongly implied that she understood Cassie's pain on a personal level, suggesting she had experienced similar abuse. Until that moment, claims that Diddy had put his hands on Misa were largely speculative. Her statement was the first time many felt she was publicly acknowledging it herself. Did I end her message? Misa expressed heartbreak for Cassie, saying she knew exactly what it felt like to relive that kind of trauma. She spoke about how witnessing Cassie's experience triggered her own pain and emphasized that the children involved were raised by women who tried to do the best they could, putting God, education, and unity first. She also noted that some of the younger children had lost their mothers and that it had become a shared responsibility to support them. Despite everything, she said she was praying that Diddy would seek help and truly do the work to change. What reignited public criticism, however, was the contradiction many people saw between Misa's past experiences and the choices she later made. Despite allegedly suffering abuse at Diddy's hands, she still allowed Justin to spend most of his time with his father while she pursued her own life in New York. While she remained involved to an extent, Diddy was reportedly the dominant presence in Justin's day-to-day life. Now, as Justin becomes entangled in serious legal trouble, many believe that decision played a major role in where he is today. Justin is currently facing multiple sexual violence-related civil lawsuits, and the situation does not appear to be resolving anytime soon. Critics argue that if Justin had been raised primarily by Misa instead of Diddy, the outcome might have been very different. One of the most recent lawsuits, filed by a Jane Doe, alleges that Justin assaulted her in 2017. According to the complaint, she claims Justin used his father's celebrity and influence to lure her to Los Angeles, where she was allegedly held against her will for an entire weekend and assaulted by Justin and two unidentified masked men. The plaintiff claims Justin first contacted her through Snapchat, promising her a potential television job if she came to see him in Los Angeles. After weeks of messaging, she alleges that he began asking her for explicit photos. She says she complied because she trusted him, believing that as Diddy's son, he was safe. Justin then allegedly flew her out for a weekend, where the assault is said to have occurred. She claims alcohol, marijuana she believed was laced, and pills were provided. During the weekend, 3 masked men allegedly arrived, and one of them claimed to be Diddy after she overheard Justin referring to him as Pops. According to the lawsuit, after enduring repeated assaults by men she did not consent to, Justin eventually drove her to the airport and threatened to release her private photos if she told anyone what happened. This lawsuit is not the first time Justin's name has appeared in serious allegations. He was also mentioned in the sexual violence lawsuit filed by Lil Rod, who claims he witnessed a violent incident involving Diddy and Justin at a Los Angeles recording studio. Lil Rod alleges that during a heated argument in a studio bathroom involving Diddy, Justin, and a friend identified as G, gunshots were fired. He claims he saw Diddy and Justin leave the bathroom while G was left bleeding heavily on the floor. Lil Rod says he applied pressure to G's wounds and called an ambulance, ultimately saving his life. According to his account, Diddy later attempted to cover up the incident by instructing him to tell police it was a drive-by shooting outside the studio. Lil Rod claims he provided photos showing blood inside the bathroom and alleged that Diddy and Justin hid while police were on the scene. Jaguar has weighed in heavily on these situations, claiming that Justin's alleged behavior is the result of long-term manipulation by Diddy. She has also harshly criticized Misa, arguing that she knowingly left her son in the care of a man she understood to be dangerous and abusive. According to Jaguar, Misa was aware of the environment Justin was being exposed to and failed to intervene, ultimately allowing history to repeat itself through her son.
Misa to come forward and want to sue Gene deal and it's all distraction. These are just more distractions to keep people up in arms with the bullshit, so nobody's paying attention to the fact that they are sanitizing this whole crime scene of a mess to let the industry off the hook and just blame it all on Diddy.
Justin Combs' involvement with these things. Do you feel like Justin was maybe being groomed? I mean, to be under that kind of tutelage from day one, do you see him as a victim as well? Like,
I don't know. You know, when it comes to the children, I try my hardest not to speak on them because I feel bad for them. I do. They all had parents, and parents made choices. You know, their parents made choices. Rather than worrying about yourself, you should be worried about the way your son is being represented in public. That's what I said. Of all of the things that you're worried about, you're not worried about the way your son looks? Because he looks like mini-me for the devil. That's what I said. Where did I get anything wrong?
It's still unclear how much Misa Hylton truly knew about what Diddy was allegedly doing behind the scenes. But to many critics, it feels like any chance she had to protect Justin has long passed. Even if she wanted to step in now, people believe the damage is already done. Adding to the controversy, Zeus Network recently announced an upcoming documentary focused on Christian and Justin Combs. The project is being positioned as a counter to the 50 Cent produced Netflix documentary, aiming to present a very different narrative from what audiences have already seen that AS expected. The announcement sparked intense reactions online. One commenter pointed out that Jaguar Wright was the first person to publicly speak on many of these allegations years ago. At the time, she was widely dismissed and accused of lying, yet her story has remained consistent. Supporters argue that she has always been outspoken, relentless, and willing to push uncomfortable truths when no one else would. According to them, perhaps people are finally ready to listen and take her claims seriously. Others were far harsher, predicting severe legal consequences for the Combs family. One comment claimed that Christian, Justin, and Diddy will all end up in prison, arguing that Diddy's money is running out and that his sons have never built wealth independently. The commenter suggested that once attorneys dig into the finances and push settlements beyond what's available, everything will collapse. This brings the conversation back to Misa. Many people openly blame her for how Justin turned out, arguing that she knowingly left him in an environment shaped by Diddy's influence. Others push back, saying it's unfair to place the responsibility for an adult man's alleged actions on his mother alone. So now I want to hear from you. Do you think Jaguar Wright has been vindicated? Is it fair to blame Misa Hylton for Justin's behavior, or is that crossing a line? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.